Russia is taking ground in Ukraine. Russia's economy just shrank for the first time in 3 years. Putin needs you to only ever notice the first one. Because here's what the map leaves out. This isn't winning slowly, it's losing expensively. Every field Putin takes, he's buying with his jungle's savings, his soldiers, and his future, all draining at once. For 4 years, he's sold his tribe and half the world, the exact opposite. We're winning. Slow, sure, but winning. So why does everyone keep believing him? This is why Russia is actually losing the war, explained. Quick version for anyone who's been off-grid. 4 years ago, Putin marched into the jungle next door expecting a 3-day stroll. He's still there. He holds about a fifth of Ukraine and grabbed the bulk of it early, years ago now, before Ukraine learned how to hit back. These days, the map barely moves, a few square miles a month. Now, Og has seen this trick before, because for a while the war actually made Russia look rich. Putin flooded his jungle with war shinies, missiles, tanks, fat paychecks for anyone who'd sign up to fight. Factories ran hot, wages jumped. For 2 whole years, the place grew. Economists call it a sugar rush. The crash showed up right on schedule. Groceries shot up. To choke the prices back down, Russia's central bank cranked interest rates past anything you'd ever see in the West. Borrowing a single shiny inside Russia now costs a fortune. Businesses are quietly folding. That rainy day fund Putin spent 20 years building? Half empty. One of his own officials warned the whole thing could smack into a wall within months. So here's the thing. The map says Russia is creeping forward. The books say the rival tribe is burning down everything it owns to rent a strip of someone else's dirt. And there's one set of books Putin can't fake. Russia hides its dead. Always has. No official body count, not once in 4 years. Putin would love you to believe the bill's been small. But dead soldiers come with a receipt. When a Russian soldier dies, the state cuts his family a check, and that check lands in the government's own budget, line by line, region by region. So, Western number crunchers stopped waiting for Russia to tell the truth. They just read Russia's spending. Count the death payouts, count the bodies. And here's where it snaps into place. This isn't winning slowly. It's losing expensively, and the whole world can read the price tag in coffins. The number is staggering, around 1 million Russians killed or wounded since this started. In the first 3 months of this year alone, the state paid out for roughly 25,000 dead. That's a small town. Wiped off the map in a single winter. And here's the kicker. At the very same time, fewer and fewer cavemen will sign up. Putin keeps fattening the bonus to sign, and still gets fewer takers. Paying more, getting less. So he's scraping the bottom of the cave. Convicts, the sick, soldiers borrowed from North Korea. So let Og get this straight. Putin says they're winning. The map barely moves. The bodies pile up so fast the West can read them in his own budget. And the line of volunteers is drying up, right as the shinies do. That's not an army winning a war. That's a caveman feeding the fire with his own furniture, telling everyone how warm the room is. So what does this actually mean for regular cavemen like you and me? Every time you hear somebody shrug and go, Russia's unstoppable, just let them have it, that's the sales pitch. That's a losing chief dressed up to sound like a winning one. Buy it, and you hand him the one thing his army can't take by force. Your patience, it's your shinies too. The whole fight over how much your jungle should spend helping Ukraine comes down to one question. Can Russia actually outlast them? Putin's own budget already answered it. And watch who's taking notes. Every ambitious chief eyeing the jungle next to his is studying whether grind forward while you go broke actually works. Call it winning, and somebody runs the same con next. Years of an ordinary paycheck. That's the going rate now, just a sign. Paid up front, to a man who might never come home to spend it. So what can we do about it? Watch the budget, not the battle map. Next time a headline says, Russia advances, go look at what it cost them that month. How much deeper in the hole they dug. The death payouts. The bonus they had to raise again. The real story's never on the map. It's on the receipt. It's a free jungle after all. But just remember, when a chief spends his country's savings, its sons, and its future to rent a strip of someone else's dirt, that's not strength. That's a going out of business sale with flags on it. So the next time the news calls this war a stalemate, you'll know better. Stalemates don't bankrupt one side and leave the other standing. If any cavemen are confused, this is just a simple satirical explainer about a faraway war. For legal reasons, this is about fictional cavemen in a make-believe jungle. Please do not sue Og, because this is the pattern. A jungle loses long before it admits it, and there's always a next chief eyeing a next neighbor. Og will be watching for him. Like and subscribe if you want more. The bigger the tribe, the louder Og gets. This isn't winning slowly. It's losing expensively. We'll see you in the next one.